My name is Vany. I'm originally from Mexico City.
Okay. ¿Qué onda? Simón.
¿Qué onda?
Yeah.
So the thing is, I came here when I was 3 years old. I kind of had like to fight for like the identity of like, you know, growing up here in New York City, and then also like trying to keep my culture from Mexico City. But it's good. Like I still talk to like my grandparents, and you know we try to like keep the culture alive because I feel like it's very important, especially like if you want to have kids. Just teach them the culture that you came from, and get a grain of salt.
So you grew up in New York,
Yeah,
but you still got the Chicano accent.
yeah. I
Would you
guess
consider yourself a Chicano?
no. I don't. I consider myself a capitaleño.
What's the difference?
Capitaleño is someone who was born in Mexico City.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different phrases.
Yeah.
You have people outside of Mexico City that come inside and live there and like basically grow up there. Those are called like chilangos,
Yeah.
or like the preppy white girls that come to Mexico City.
Yeah.
Those are like fresas. So there's like a lot of like terms or like I don't want to say labels, but I would consider myself a capitaleño.
Now in the West Coast, they talk a lot about la raza.
La raza?
They do that stuff here too, or no?
Well, around where I grew up in Corona,
Yeah.
it was very like calm. It wasn't like I don't know how you would like.
Residential.
No, it wasn't residential. It was just like homes, and it wasn't really like a lot of violence, which I'm like thankful for, you know. But I feel like the raza thing is like it's embedded in us Mexicans. Like you know, we like represent something. We're trying to like fight this battle. But I can kind of like relate to that term, la raza.
Now I hear this word used a lot, especially in California. Aslan.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
So I'm not very familiar with California like slang and like what they do, but I what I do know is that there is a lot of like I see why the chilangos and like you know like those cholos like I see why they're there, you know, and there's also like chilangos, cholos here as well, but I feel like it's more common in California because that's where a lot of like immigrants go to, you know, so some cultures like just stay there, and over time they like pick up their own like terms and all of that.
Now, do you think there's like a growing Mexican community? Would you say Corona is Mexican dominated or no? Is there any real such thing as a Mexican neighborhood in New York?
I'm pretty sure there is. You just gotta find like those hidden gems that like in the terms of like business owners in Mexico, they come here, you know, they want a fresh start, they open up like, for example, like a bodega or something like that. But like, you know, where they came from, I feel like that tradition comes here, and in part it comes into a reality of like the American dream.
Yeah. So you don't remember what it was like coming here?
Not really, but I do have like fond memories of like with my grandparents.
Okay.
You know, it's not a lot, but
Yeah. So pretty much like as far as you can remember, you were in America.
yeah.
Okay. All right, now you want to answer some dating questions?
Some dating questions? Yeah.
All right, dating questions. Let's say you ask a woman out, right? And she says no. You try again?
It depends like the energy she's, you know, giving me off. If it's clearly like something that
She's
she's
ignoring you both times.
I'm not gonna waste my time on that.
All right, now what about the way you dress? How important is it when it comes to meeting women?
I mean, I like to like dress like, you know, like comfortable. I don't really like put that much like thought into like my outfit. It's just whatever like I like. As you can see, represent J. Cole because you know I just gotta represent, and then just throw
What
on
is
this.
J. Cole?
What's that?
What is J. Cole?
Oh, J. Cole is an artist.
Oh, is it like he draws and stuff?
Oh no, he's a music artist.
Oh, music artist. What kind of music?
Rap,
Rap?
hip hop.
Okay. You listen to any ranchero?
Yeah, I listen to rancheros, duranguenses sometimes,
Yeah.
cumbias.
So you just dress however you dress. You don't
Yeah,
really like notice the difference between like when you dress nicer or worse when it comes to meeting women.
Well,
Because you know that's the first thing they see,
Right,
right?
right, that's
they don't
like the
know your
first
personality. They don't
impression.
know anything.
Yeah,
All they
exactly.
can see is the way you dress. So that's why I asked how important is the way you dress.
yeah. If I go on a date, I probably wouldn't wear this. You know, I would wear something like more better, try to impress the date. You know.
All right, now there's a lot of people who come to this park, a lot of men who come to this park, and I think, do you think that this is the place to be doing something like that?
I feel it's like an option for sure. I say that because you definitely have the rise of like dating apps and all of that, and it's more accepted in the terms of like you'll meet someone on a base to base. But I feel like it's also good to meet someone here, organically. That way you're like, oh, I met this person, and from there I talked to her, and then boom, we hit it on like 2 dates, 3 dates, and now she's my girl. So I feel like if it's appropriate, yes.
Because from my own experience, women, they want something familiar. They want to talk to a dude that they see on a regular basis. At least like,
Right.
that they're able to like, I don't know, just like not some random dude on the street. You know what I mean? Like that's just been my own experience. So that's why I asked you the question
Right.
of, is this an appropriate place to meet women? So, but you said yes. So, okay. Now, next question. What are your thoughts on online dating?
Oh.
Are you on online dating, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what can you tell us about it? What sites do you use?
It's like hot and cold sometimes.
Do you
I
use
feel,
Tinder?
Yes, I use Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid.
What can you tell me about those?
I feel like it's there's a how can I explain that? I definitely feel like it's a good place to like meet new people, but it's also like you should be aware of like how often you're using it, because from personal experience, I feel like you could just go down this like rabbit hole of like, oh, she's pretty, and like you really don't build like an organic relationship with that person because you're seeing a lot of multiple women at once,
Yeah.
or you're like swiping, and I just feel like it desensitizes you a bit.
Have you had any positive results from it?
Oh yes, definitely. I've dated women that I would never think I would like date from like different like boroughs, and I learned a little bit about them. I don't go into it like thinking like, yo, we're just gonna like smash and like that's it. I feel like, oh, if she's interesting, like I want to learn more about her and like see like what can we gain from like knowledge, and if it works out, good. If it doesn't, we can still be friends, and.
Tell me the best 3 people you met on any dating website.
Wait, do I have to say the name?
No, you don't have to say the name. Just describe them to us.
Oh, well, there was this one girl who like really kind
You
of
can
like.
say where she's from, right?
Yeah, she's also Mexican.
She's Mexican?
Yeah,
Okay.
so this girl that I met on OkCupid, she kind of like helped me open up more, in the sense of like talking more about my emotions, describing how I feel, and it's a good.
How long did y'all date for?
We dated for like about like 4 or 5 months.
That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, and like we keep it mutual.
Yeah.
It's all platonic and everything, so I really appreciate that. I met her through that dating app.
Any other?
Yes, there was this one girl who kind of
Where's
like
she from?
she was from El Salvador.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we dated like pretty like probably like 2-3 months,
Oh, yeah.
but so I
What do you
cooked.
like about her?
So I'll explain that. So I cook for a living, right? And she was very like into food and everything, and she just like brought me to like these new places that I've like never been to, and all the time it was a blast. I learned more about like food culture and just things like that.
What kind of food do you cook?
So where I'm working at right now, it's like a brunch spot. It's
what?
called brunch.
Brunch, okay.
Brunch. It's called Archer and Goat.
Uh-huh.
And when the season comes back again on like May, I have this other restaurant called Gitano, and it's more like a Yucatan Mexican restaurant, and it's really good.
Who's got the best Mexican food?
What's that?
Who's got the best Mexican food in New York?
Oh, definitely my mom.
So we can't get that, unfortunately. Okay, so any other people for the online dating? Memorable people?
Memorable people. Yes, I did meet this one girl who I fell in love with.
Where was she from?
She is from Trinidad,
Okay.
and yeah, she just like opened up my heart like really really good, and I appreciate that for her.
So it sounds like you had some very good experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
Some kind of experiences that you wouldn't have had without online dating.
Yeah.
Any bad experiences? Do you even want to talk about that?
Bad experience, I would just say like,
Catfishing, no?
yeah, a lot of like, not a lot. I never had like a lot of catfishing, but like just people would put up like a persona on like the dating apps, and when I meet them in real life, they're a completely different person.
Alright, no. Do you usually meet women through people you know or independent?
I prefer and I like to meet people that I know, so it's like a mutual thing, like so I behave myself properly. So if I'm interested in a friend's friend, I'd be like, yo, like, can you like hook it up or anything like that?
What are you looking for in a woman?
In a woman, someone who can like bring out the soft side in me. That's definitely a plus, because I feel like I put my walls up sometimes when I shouldn't, and I just gotta learn to work on that.
What would you say women like most about you?
I'm very caring. Like if like we date, and like the feeling is mutual, I'll care for you, like whatever you want. I'll provide for you.
Yeah, you seem like that.
Thank you. Where's pickup line? Alright. This is a common one, but like if you're a booger, I pick you. That's I usually don't use pickup lines. I feel like my pickup line would be like, if like I see a girl that has like random ass shoes, like I'll just like compliment that and like try to go on from there.
Can I try one on you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. I like your earring,
Thank you.
but that's not all I like.
What else?
That was it.
I'll take that one.
Like on the phone.
Call her on the phone. I mean, if I got her number and we're trying to meet up somewhere, I'll just be like, "Yo, where you at?" Like,
You gonna call her right away?
yeah.
Okay. All right, now, a lot of guys, they come to places like this to meet women. I've said that before. But they have no strategy, they have no plan. They look at attractive women and they walk over there. No signals, no cues. And a lot of them fail because they're not looking for signals or cues. What kind of signals or cues should a guy be looking for?
So some signals, guys. Some cues would be if like they're with like friends, and the way they're acting, like if they're like very like shy and like timid. I don't want to assume, but like I would assume that they're more like timid and like a more approachable reaction. I would also say if like they're with a group of friends and some of them are guys, like I would watch out like how they would like interact with that friend.
How long does it take for you to like someone? I'm not talking about online dating. I'm talking about like meeting people like, I don't know, at work or school or something. How long does it take for you to like somebody? Because some people say they can like someone immediately, right?
Right.
Other people, they'll say, I need to see this dude like multiple times. I need to see this person with their family, with their friends, to see how they act in front of them. How long does it take for you to like somebody?
I mean, see, I kind of incorporate all of that into like, I would say like one bundle. If I really like someone, or it would be like 2-3 months, just to go on several dates with friends, alone, maybe even with like family members. Like if you have like a sister, bring her along so that way she can see how I react towards those certain people.
Now, compliments. A lot of women say, don't be complimenting me. That's like sexual harassment. What do you think about that?
I would definitely talk to the person I'm seeing and like see how she likes that. If she likes to get complimented, I'll compliment her, no problem. But if it's like
I'm talking about like right in public.
In public?
Yeah. There's a lot of dudes who do that.
Right.
They just like see any attractive woman and they're like, hey, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. And some of them will say thank you, some of them will say, F you, right?
Right.
So what do you think about that?
Well, definitely, if like the girl says like, "Don't call me that," or like, "I don't like compliments," I'd be like, "I know."
But like, do you think that men should go around complimenting women, or should they just keep their comments to themselves?
I feel like people should compliment people like regardless. You know, it doesn't matter if it's like a girl or like a guy. You know, like if there's like a handsome man, be like, yo, like you're very handsome. Like, you know, like doesn't mean too much of it. You know, like, but just
that's how it is in China too. It's like people regularly call each other handsome or beautiful.
Right.
And that's part of the culture. If you don't do that, people think you're rude.
Right.
But here, you tell a woman she's beautiful, it's like, it feels like you like invading her space, you violating her or something.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it definitely has to do with like the culture.
Right.
And it depends, like, I guess the area that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch your surroundings.
Right. All right, now, bad boys. Do you think women are attracted to bad boys? Men who treat them badly?
There's definitely there's definitely groups of women that like that. But I think, I don't know, personally, I don't do that. I try to be respectful to everyone, ladies, men,
No,
whoever.
but why do you think women are attracted to bad boys? Do you think there are a lot of women attracted to bad boys?
Yes and no. I feel like it's a double blade sword. Just because, yes, a man likes, I would assume, like most women like guys that are like bad and like don't care and all of that. But there's definitely women that want like a soft guy or something like that.
Do you think that opposites can attract when it comes to dating?
Oh, definitely. I can also talk from experience. I dated someone that was completely the opposite of me, and it was like one of the best loves I've ever had. And
How was she different from you?
I would say like, I was more like extroverted. She was more introverted. You know,
So you balance each other out.
Yeah.
That's good. Appropriate to call a woman darling? Is that harassment?
Might get canceled. Be careful.
Yeah, you might get canceled.
So be careful using words like that.
Yeah,
It's a new world we're living in.
definitely.
All right, now, when I'm in the supermarket, people often ask me, "You work here? What are you most frequently mistaken for?"
Probably say like something non-Hispanic.
Like what, Arab?
Yeah, I get Arab. I'm guessing it's the beard, of course.
Do you want to do a Spanish accent from Spain, or can you even do a Spanish accent?
I can't. Pero
That's
mira,
fine, yeah.
mijo, ¿por qué estás diciendo esto? I mean, I definitely have standards, and you could not have standards and also get.
I mean, but as far as setting them too high, like I only want like really fit. Yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, you gotta definitely like see your standards and if they match up with like the people that you're meeting, because there's people that have way high standards and no one else like meets them and they just end up like, you know, just being single.
All right, now people always say be yourself, but what if myself is just a weirdo? Should I still be myself? I mean, like,
definitely.
okay, let me put it to you this way. What if I'm like a really inconsiderate person? Should I still be myself, or should I at least make an attempt to be socially acceptable?
I mean, as long as like you're not hurting anyone or like causing trouble, then you should still be like yourself, you know. It only comes to a point where you're endangering other people's lives, or I would say like threatening them, then you would have to, I don't know, get some help maybe.
Because
Nice guys finish last. Yeah, they do.
they do.
Yeah.
Why? You seen it in your personal life?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some guys like take that like literal, like, oh, I gotta be like really nice to her, and you know, do all these things that the woman wants, but they don't really like communicate that with the partner and be like, what do you really want, you know? So they keep on doing these nice things, and I would say they, I guess, condition like the girls to like be like, oh, he's just too friendly, I'll take advantage of them, but that's not every girl, you know. Some.
All right, now, do you want to plug in your social media?
Yeah, follow me on BC Foods, BCFOODZ _. You know.
You take pictures of food?
Yeah. And I take pictures of myself as well.
Okay, cool. You want to give a shout out to everybody?
Yeah, shout out to these lovely human beings that I'm here right now. I love them. Yeah, happy to be with them.
Wait. Let me ask you one last question.
Yeah.
How did y'all become friends? So that's the whole story. Now, do I have your permission to put this on the internet?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.